Good morning, everyone. Happy July 1st. This is Ann Varillo with stampwithann.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on YouTube and Facebook. So happy Monday. I hope you guys all had a fabulous weekend. It was a little stormy here. Saturday was terrible. We were going to go out to the outlet mall, but the weather was wicked. So we didn't go. But anyways, had a pretty good weekend. I actually stamped a lot because it's the beginning of a new month and I have lots of things that are going on in my stamping world, which I'll share with you at later in the broadcast. Anyways, so today I'm sharing with you one of the new online exclusives set that I got. Now these bundles won't be available until July 3rd. There's a new release for our online exclusive, so it's not in a catalog anywhere, but you can look at it in my online store starting July 3rd and place orders if you'd like. There's lots of things. They came out with some cute Christmas stamps, bundles, some sweets. There's also some Halloween bundles in there, which I did get, and I'm planning on using that later, probably not until August, maybe September. But anyways, lots of things. So I did create 3 cards for this week's card class kit to go, and I've also created this month Craft and Create class. So that is going to be released. I'm releasing it on the 3rd for registration. So you'll get all the details in an email and on my blog. But anyways, so let's get started. I just want to share a few things with you guys. Let me pop you down to my craft table. Okay. All right. Before we start in, if you're watching me live or the replay on YouTube, please leave me a comment. That goes for Facebook as well. I love to go back and look at the comments. You can ask me anything you want or just tell me what you've been up to. I'm excited about this week because it is the July 4th holiday, and we have some family coming in from Georgia, so I'm excited to see my brother and his wife and their kids, and we will have our fireworks display on July 3rd. Over the lake here, so I'm super excited about that. So this is going to be quite a busy week. I am planning on coming live to you on Wednesday. Friday, I'm probably going to have to record that because I am going to be visiting with family. So anyways, okay, let's start. So for my monthly card Craft and Create class, I'm using the new, this is also an online exclusive, Sophisticated Sled bundle, and Wednesday I'm doing a little live sneak peek at all the cards for that, so you'll get more information coming on that. I love the sled and the ice skates. And then today I'm sharing another new online exclusives, Iconic Imagery. Now this is a great set. It can be for birthdays, Thanksgiving. Hi, Debbie. You just got your Sophisticated Sled. Let me tell you, I love it. And I particularly love the ice skates. When we get together, I will show you how to put the laces in the ice skates once you die cut them. It's super fun. Anyways, so birthdays, fall, you can make it anything. Thanksgiving. I love this. Peace and joy. You can use this to let's celebrate. There's all kinds of leaves, some stars, snowflakes, hearts for love. And then it comes with these super cool dies. And this die here, this large one, fits the celebrate stamp. So anyways, I had fun crafting with this weekend and preparing these cards. So these are the 3 cards that are going to be in my card class to go. So I'll show you today. We're going to make this one, and it's Christmas in July. So we're going to do this, wishing you a festive Christmas. And this is how I used celebrate, because you can see from this, you can do celebrate the season. If I bring it up there a little bit better. And then I also used the leaf, which kind of corresponds with this DSP, and I'll talk about this DSP in a few minutes. This is great DSP. So that's the card we're going to make today. I'm going to put it right up here. And then, okay, so July 4th, we've got my sister-in-law. She's crazy, but we have to celebrate everybody's birthdays. So her son, Jimmy, my nephew, and my great-nephew, Carson, we're celebrating their birthdays. But I made this card for Jimmy. He's going to be, I don't know, 50-something. Anyways, I cased this from another demonstrator, Susan Smith, I believe, and she's with Stamp Creatively. But I just love, look at this, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. I did use my Stamparatus, or if you have a MISTI, you can do it. You can also do it freehand. You don't have to use one of those. And then I just did the happy birthday with the stars, and I didn't do my inside yet. I have to finish that. So that's that card. And then here's another one for Christmas in July. This is Peace and Joy. This is winter, I think this is the Winter Wonderland Designer Series paper. And I did a big faux pas, please. I used the Simply Elegant trim. This is no longer available. But if you do place an order and you get these cards for free, the kits to go, I'll include this trim for you as well. But these were die cut out of the set and the little holly berries. So anyways, cute cards, right? So let's get started. Oh wait, before we do, I gotta show you the Designer Series paper. Okay, this one, I love this one. Because of course, I like my cocktails, which I'm going out for this afternoon, 2 o'clock. We're day drinkers. No, just kidding. Anyways, this is the back of this one. So the hearts. I love this one too. The stars and the confettis. Oh, what happened? Oh, I froze. There we go. We're back on. Okay. Woo! And I even have my phone plugged in. What the heck? Anyways, confetti and the stars. Christmas tree and this cool pattern, lines, whatever it is. More little stars, and I think these are, what do you call these again? Doves, right? Or what's that song? The 12 Days of Christmas? I don't know. Whatever those are. Tell me what they are, because I don't know. They're pretty though. That's Moody Mauve. And here's some more with the checkered. These are the pumpkins. I love those. I love the snowflakes and the Christmas trees, and I do love Moody Mauve. This is one of my favorites, and I think this is Boho Blue. I'd have to look. And here's another one. I could have used this for like firecrackers, but it's celebration, and this is the birthday candles, and I love polka dots. Here's another great one for Thanksgiving, the acorns. Oh, how did I have that? And then this is more leaves. And this is the back side of those leaves. And then this is, I love this one. This one I used on the card today. Lots of leaves. And these are the Christmas trees and the leaves. So that's called Iconic Celebrations. Again, this DSP will be available starting July 3rd. Okay, so let's start. Hopefully I got all of those things I needed, except for my little gems, which I'll grab those at the end. Okay, so when you get your card kit to go, you're going to get enough supplies to make 6 of the cards that I've created for this week. And I'll do all the die cutting. I use the stylish shape dies for this, so I'll include that. I used the Timeless Arrangements die for the sentiment. I used the embossing folder. I don't remember what it's called. Whatever. But I include this because it's not in the bundle. And then I include an envelope and your card base already scored and the inside for you to layer. So let's start. Let's put these things aside first. Okay, I'm going to burnish my score line here. This is actually a really easy card to create. I kind of start out easy on Monday, so I make it simple, then I step it up Wednesday, and then typically Fridays I do a fun fold. But this Friday I'm not, because I am a little busy. So let's adhere this embossed panel to the front. Oh, look what I forgot. My cherry cobbler layer. Woo, gotta go get it. Hold on a sec. I thought I had that all cut out, and I didn't. But we'll just do it right now. 5 1/4. By 4. No worries. And oh, another issue that I just did. So we have to cut this down, and I don't have my cutting board with me. Oh, not prepared today. Had to go over to my cutting station. Sometimes I bring my paper cutter with me when I'm doing my live, but I thought I had everything ready to go. That's because I didn't do it yesterday. Normally I prepare a day ahead of time. Okay, so let's start layering. This is cherry cobbler. This is basic white, obviously. We're just going to adhere this embossed panel to the front. I'm using my multi-purpose liquid glue. Could use anything you want, your Stampin' Seal, oops, whatever floats your fancy, but I'm using this. Okay. I was a little bit in a quandary this weekend because I was trying to design some cards, and sometimes when you get a little, you know, your mojo leaves you, you just get a little setback. So, and given that these are new sets, you know, I didn't get a lot of, sometimes I go to Pinterest and I look, or I'll follow other demonstrators and we partner up and we get ideas that way. But since they're pretty new sets, I actually did there's sketches in our new annual catalog. And so I looked at those sketches and I did design some cards from that. So that really helped me out. Okay, so let's adhere this to the panel. And we'll get that down. Funny, huh, that I wasn't prepared. Oh dear. Okay, so that's ready to go. So I've already got our circles die cut. And you just want to make sure when we lay these down, they're right. I am going to use our Stampin' dimensionals for that, but first let's stamp our sentiment in cherry cobbler. And I used this sentiment, the wishing you a festive Christmas. I used that from the Trucking Along stamp set. That was also an online exclusive, I think, but it's available. So, and if you have any other sentiments that kind of fit into this timeless arrangements die, go ahead and use those. I'm just going to stamp this real quick here. I kind of just line it up and hope for the best. Is that what I should do? There we go. Perfect. Put our stamp set away. I do love designing my Christmas cards in July because I kind of feel like I'm getting ahead of the game a little bit. And it's funny because my husband, don't tell anybody, but he's a huge, what do you call it? A Hallmark movie guy. So right now, Hallmark has Christmas in July shows on movies. So he's been watching those secretly. I mean, I've watched some of them, but not all of them with him. Okay, so these I'm going to attach with just a couple dimensionals. Get my little dimensional trash can over here. My shot glass from Nashville. So I'm going to just put 4 on for the larger one. And I'll show you how I do these smaller ones because I've used dimensionals on all of them. Okay. And don't get me started about how I take my little things off. Okay, so I want to make sure, if you see this card, you want to make sure you get enough on each side. At first, I placed this way over here too far, and then I had to kind of rearrange it. So just going to kind of eyeball that, make sure I've got enough room. And then I'm going to come in here with this the second to largest. Now this is the first largest in the stylish shape die, second largest, and I think this was the third largest. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place that probably down just a little bit because I don't want them super even, right? You kind of want them offset. So I'm going to put the dimensionals here and put a little bit of glue here. So just flip it over. Go ahead and do some dimensionals. And we'll put a little bit of the multi-purpose glue because I want to adhere it to this side so that it doesn't really pop up, especially if I'm going to do any mailing of any sort. Don't want to get it crushed in there. So we'll just kind of offset it a little bit, make sure we've got enough space there. That looks good. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to put the dimensionals down here and put a little bit of glue on the top. So we want to make sure we get the dimensionals down here. Oh, and the other thing I forgot, well, I'll tell you later. Shh, 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 shh. I only need one. I'll just put a little bit of glue here. Okay. Put that right up there. Make sure you get it glued down good. And then we're also going to pop this sentiment right up here with some dimensionals. So I'll do that. Only going to use 2. I don't know what I would do without dimensionals. I love my dimensionals. I use a ton of them. Okay. Just make sure you get it straight. All right, and the other trick that I did, I'm going to put this on now. I used some white baker's twine. Okay, I don't have this cherry cobbler color. So what I did was I actually colored it with the light cherry cobbler Stampin' Blends, just so I could get it. I didn't want white. I think there was too much white here, so I just colored it. Now it does make it a little bit stiffer once you put that ink on here, which is fine. It still ties a real nice bow. I'll bring my paper snips in here and we'll go ahead and cut this. I pulled off too much. Maybe I can save some of this. The only thing you got to be careful is you got to let it dry, because once you get it on there, you can get that ink on your hands very easily. So make sure you set this aside to dry before you start trying to tie a bow with it. So I'm just going to tie a quick bow, double bow. And I'll show you what we're going to do with the embellishments too, because I didn't have any that had the cherry cobbler. So I just kind of pull the tails through. This one I think I want a little bit bigger. There. And then I'll pull these tails through again. And a little bit smaller. Okay. So pretty easy, right? You're just gonna do that, and then I'm going to cut the tails off. I don't know, I might have enough to make another little bow. Yeah. This is from the Essentials pack of Baker's Twine. So if you don't have that, get it. I use it all the time. And I'm just going to adhere this to the top with a little mini glue dot. We just have a little bit more stamping to do for the inside. Just kind of fixing that bow a bit. Yep. Got it stuck to my thumb. Okay, there's that. Now let me pop over here to get my I just want to get my dots here, my embellishments. I used here they are. I used the Opal Round assortments. So I colored these again. I used the dark cherry cobbler. Let's see, this side. So I just colored these with the tip. We're going to let these dry a little bit. Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to let that dry before we adhere those. So let's get our card here. I do need one more stamp from this set, so I'm going to put that aside over here. So now we're going to do the inside, and I just stamped Celebrate the Season and then this two-step stamping leaf. Okay, so let's do that. Cherry cobbler. Celebrate. So we just want to make sure we ink this up good. Oh, I'm off the frame. Now this is a big stamp, so that's why in one of the cards I did use my Stamparatus. Because if you don't get it real good, you can restamp it to get the image better stamped. But I don't think I need to. I didn't do it on this. I didn't use my Stamparatus. That would be silly. We're just going to go ahead and stamp this right there. Okay, Celebrate. Ooh, that turned out good. So are you guys excited about the release of the new online exclusives? I want to buy more. I'm going to get more. So I don't need to do anything with that. Okay. So we've cleaned our stamp off. I don't think, let's see. Oh, I can. Here's the season, and I'm going to stamp that right below. Just want to make sure I get that straight on my block. You probably can't see because the current host code's in the way. I'm going to have to move that up to the top. So I'm just going to adhere that. Now that is way crooked. Way, way, way crooked. Okay. I'll start it again. That's better. And I'm using Mossy Meadow. Oops, my light just went off. There we go. So again, just gonna stamp it kind of off-centered underneath the season. Got it. And then we're going to stamp the leaf. Now this is the solid part of the leaf, and I'm going to stamp it off once in not old olive, mossy meadow. So I'm just going to stamp it once, and then I'll stamp it right here. Okay, there we go. Should we clean that stamp? Okay, and now we'll do the lighter color. Well, actually the darker color. So I made it light here so that I can come in with this outline. And we're just going to kind of line this up, position it so that it's got the outline over it. Just like that. Now, as that dries, it'll lighten up the outline. So here's the inside panel. And we're just going to adhere that to the inside. I will just use my glue because it's right here. Got over there. Now, if you're watching on YouTube and you don't have, and you're not subscribed to my email, there's a link there to subscribe to my email list. And I send out for free, I send out a PDF tutorial every month to all my subscribers. So you kind of want to maybe go ahead and hit subscribe, sign up. You get a free PDF tutorial. Plus, I announce all my other classes and things that I'm doing. So here's the inside. Now let's finish this off. Let's just add these little embellishments. I call them bling. So we want to make sure we get these on here. Just take your pick tool. I kind of put them anywhere. You don't have to do exactly as I do. I just kind of randomly place them on there. So here's our first 2 cards for this week's card class kit to go. I like it. They're so cute. I love this designer series paper. So anyways, all right. Big announcements. Tomorrow we are announcing another fellow demonstrator of mine, Patty Dolan with PS Paper Crafts. We are doing a summer splash retreat. And tomorrow we're opening up the registration for that. That is going to be with the country. Let's see, we did 6 cards. So you're going to get, I think it's 12 cards. Yeah. So, oops, let me pop you down here so I can show you. Country Woods, this beautiful Country Woods birdhouse, the Country Birdhouse, and Country Flowers. So we've designed these great cards. You're going to get a Stampin' Up goodie bag. You'll get some embellishments, the card kits all ready to go, the envelopes, and PDF tutorials and videos. And we're having a retreat. I think it's in August. I want to say the 24th. Don't count me to it. But we're going to do a live Facebook group. You can come join. We're going to give away gifts. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's on a Saturday. I think we're going from 10:30 to 5 Eastern time. So tomorrow, again, if you're not subscribed to my email list, please subscribe. But we are going to be sharing all the information about that, and I'm super excited. We've designed some really cute cards, and there's going to be some pillow gifts in there as well. So anywho, thanks for stopping by today, and stay tuned for Wednesday when I make another fun card out of the Iconic Imagery bundle, which will be available July 3rd in my online exclusive store with Stampin' Up. So, bye guys. Have a good one.